A bit of a hill.
His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere. A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
You see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more. Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in here on SummitCitySports.com. We are live at the Parkview Sport One Ice House for an afternoon matinee today. First up on our schedule is the Leo Lions taking on the Homestead Spartans. This is going to be one of those makeup games to when the rink was closed for 2 weeks for COVID protocol. So we look forward to seeing where this will go. Taking a recap from it would be Wednesday's games rather than last week's at this point. The Vipers took a 4-1 victory over the Leo Lions in a stunning, hard-fought game. The Carroll Chargers defeated Homestead 4-3.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple of different results from what we saw the first week. In the first week we saw a tight game between the Vipers and Leo, and then Homestead kind of beat up on Carroll. Complete opposite this time around. But two totally different matchups here today, so it's going to be nice to get a little bit of a change here in the third set of games.
The hero of the game for the Carroll Chargers, and I think everybody can agree that saw the game, whether it was here at the Ice House or on our multiple streaming platforms, Simon Leininger.
Yeah.
A hat trick against Homestead. That pretty much guarantees, he's going to be the hero of that game, considering the fact that 3 of the 4 goals of Carroll was him.
Yeah, he was really doing it all for the Chargers early in that game. I think all 3 of his goals, 2 in the first, 1 in the second, I believe. I'm not sure on that one, but yeah, he was definitely doing a lot, scoring those goals, doing the right things for Carroll, driving the bus, and he got rewarded for it with 3 goals. But another one of the players that was really a big contributor for Carroll on Wednesday night has to be Jared Reinhold. Now, we'll see Carroll later in the game, later in the day, so I don't want to spend too much time on them, but Homestead's probably going to come out with a little bit of a vengeance here after that surprising loss on Wednesday night.
Yeah, Preston Eisenbarger was a highlight from Wednesday game with our sheet here with 2 points, a goal, and an assist. Probably look for him to contribute more, and as I mentioned earlier, especially in the game with Homestead and Carroll, the big name scorers for Homestead were a bit of a no-show.
Yeah, Homestead just didn't have the scoring that they needed to, especially early in the game. So look for them to really emphasize getting off to a better start this game. I think that's a little bit of a trend we saw in the first game with Carroll as well, is that Homestead kind of started slow. Carroll was taking it to them a little earlier in the game. So I'm sure that's something that they'll be focusing on here coming out, is making sure that they're ready to go right from the opening face-off.
Yeah, but like I mentioned, we could see a big bounce-back game. I could see Besh with a big bounce-back, Juarez, Brimmer, Jeanette, Asiala. I could see them all with big bounce-back games. So at this time, we will take a moment to thank our sponsors here that let us do this every single broadcast, from the High School Hockey Association to the IHSAA football and beyond. First up, as always, today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260Sports. That is 260Sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group, with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 premium vehicles to choose from. Please visit DriveKelly.com, the Kelly Automotive Group, where it's simple, transparent, and reliable. Tom Steel Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle, as well as other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignments, engine diagnostics, and more. Visit their north location at 2620 North Clinton Street or their south location at 3530 West Jefferson Boulevard. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions and enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment found at Big Eyed Fish. You are invited to join Professional Federal Credit Union, where we get to know you to better serve you. Sign up online in 5 minutes or stop by a branch. Join ProFed today and start owning your financial future at profedcu.org. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit OttenwellerContracting.com. The Summit Volleyball Company trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area. With ages ranging from 5 to 18 years old, our players are equipped with elite level skills and the foundation of life skills. Jump on board, and together we can reach the summit. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business, and it is a solution and a system that will fit your unique needs. Visit AndersonCoolHeat.com or give them a call at 260-557-0958. El Azteca Mexican restaurant has been a Fort Wayne favorite since 1973. Their recipes are sure to tantalize your taste buds. Visit elaztecarestaurant.com for more information. iCryo specializes in whole-body cryotherapy, body sculpting, cryofacials, infrared sauna, and compression therapy services. Check out Jalen Smith's signature location on Coliseum Boulevard, next to Blaze Pizza. And finally, the Parkview Sports Medicine Group continues to lead the way in the Northeast Indiana area. Our specialized sports medicine team offers direct access to physical therapy and sports physicians in the new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic located at the Parkview Sport 1 Fieldhouse. No referrals are needed, saving you time and money. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more. We are awaiting the arrival of the two teams. Looks like teams are going back to their usual unis tonight, so it'll be a little bit easier to read the numbers, I hope.
Yeah, absolutely. A little bit of a challenge on a Wednesday night, but, of course, for Veterans Night, you got to bring out the specialty uniforms.
Of course. So, as I mentioned, two teams looking for a bit of a bounce back, both coming off a loss last week. As I mentioned, the 4-1 loss to the Vipers for Leo and the 3-4 upset loss to Carroll. Upcoming events here next Wednesday will feature the Fort Wayne Vipers taking on the Carroll Chargers at 6:40. And then the Homestead Spartans take on the Leo Lions at 8:40. So pretty much the exact same teams, just flipped start times.
Yep, just that's how it works with these makeup games. So hopefully we can get back to some normalcy here in the schedule in the next couple of weeks, and we'll be able to just keep rolling through the rotation like normal.
Obviously, unfortunate that these teams will play each other quite a bit, with only 4 teams now in the conference, losing Summit City Panthers, the Fort Wayne Bruins, and Bishop Dwenger, losing them and combining them into the Vipers was a bit of a blow. So, obviously, with less teams, you're going to see each other a lot more often.
Yeah, I think these teams play each other like 5 times a year now, 15 games. So, it's unfortunate, but it allows for some more rivalries to kind of get deeper and be built, and hopefully there's some expansion on the horizon again, and we can get some more teams and high schools represented here in the High School Hockey League.
Some more upcoming events. We have Senior Night coming up December 9th to round up upcoming events for 2020. And then we have Cancer Night will be January 27th, 2021. Take a look at the top 3 scoring leaders here. We'll actually go ahead and do the top 5. It is Trevor McKinnon leading the way in the High School Hockey Association here in Fort Wayne with 3 goals and 1 assist for 4 points. And then we have, this is the reason why I expanded it to the top 5, we have a 4-way tie for second place between Jared McKinley, Elliot Doherty, PJ Eisenbarger, and Simon Leininger, all with 3 points. McKinley, Doherty, and Eisenbarger all have 1 goal, 2 assists, and Leininger has jumped the charts with his performance on Wednesday with 3 goals.
Yeah, 2 of the players in that group that we'll see here in our first game today, Doherty and Eisenbarger, a couple of forwards for Homestead, a couple of big guys, so definitely look for them to be continuing to take the lead, especially Eisenbarger, definitely one of their more skilled players. He's nice and quick, has that big body that he can use to his advantage. We saw him make some nice plays here in the first 2 games, and it's only a matter of time before he really starts cooking on the scoreboard.
Take a look at the goaltending leaders here in this Fort Wayne Conference. It is goaltender Steven Yeiser of the Vipers who's leading the way with 2 wins, 28 saves, a 1.50 goals against average, and a .903 save percentage. Being a goaltender, from my aspect, that's very impressive.
Yeah, pretty good stats so far, but I expect those will probably change a little bit here today. They got Carroll coming off that big win, so that game should be pretty good. We'll see if the Vipers can make it 3-0 and continue their win streak.
In second place is one of the goaltenders we'll see tonight, or I guess today, is Lane Copeland with 1 win, 43 saves, a 3.0 goals against average, and a .878 save percentage.
Yeah, Lane Copeland had a pretty good first game. Didn't exactly go his way in the first half of the game on Wednesday, but really I think found his groove there in the second half of the game, while the offense in front of him also helped him out a little bit more. So we'll look for him to have a bounce-back game today. I think there's a slight chance that Alex Doherty, the backup goaltender, just a freshman, gets the start today. Just watching warm-ups, it doesn't look like that'll be the case. So at this point, it's probably Copeland's net, and he'll get the lion's share of the starts this year.
And third is a Jared Reinhold, bit of the story from last week, coming up major for his team, and especially in the second period when Homestead really started picking up the pace. He has 1 win, 55 saves, 3.05 goals against average, and a .932 save percentage. And it looks like he leads the conference in terms of save percentage here in the Summit City.
Yeah, well, you said it, .932 save percentage. I think that's what immediately jumps off the page to me when you think of Reinhold. It shows not just that, he's making the saves to keep his team in the game. I mean, you see Yeiser currently up at the top, but he's only got 23 saves, and Reinhold's got 55. So you see the jump there. It's not just that he's making saves, but he's making a much higher quantity of saves. And on Wednesday night in particular, a lot of those were high-quality saves. There were probably, I'd say, at least 5 high-quality scoring chances for Homestead that he turned aside. So Homestead, if they can get a little bit of better shooting luck here today, so that'll be very beneficial for them.
And to round up our top 4 leading goaltenders in this conference is Isaac Morel of Leo, who I could probably anticipate might get the start tonight for Leo. Hasn't won a game yet this season, obviously, with Leo being 0-2. 39 saves, 3.50 goals against average, and a .848 save percentage.
Yeah, it's tough for Isaac. The defense in front of him is not the best in the league. So he's doing his job back there. He's turning aside a good amount of shots, 39 saves, but kind of a .848 save percentage. So hopefully he can get that up a little bit, and today he's probably going to see a plethora of shots, so this would be a good opportunity for him to try and get that up here with a good game today. Try and maybe steal one here for his team.
On a quick note here for all of our fans watching on Facebook and Twitter, if you have friends or family that's trying to watch on YouTube, due to YouTube changing their behind-the-scenes algorithms and everything, we're only allowed to broadcast 1 game a week, and that's for the entire Summit City page. So if like a football game or a basketball game is live streamed on YouTube, it'll kind of block the YouTube from happening. So the game will probably appear in a couple days on YouTube. But for right now, if you want to watch the live stream, have them switch over to either Twitter at the 260 Sports or the Facebook page Summit City Sports for today's live stream. Take a quick look at the league standings. It is the Vipers leading the way. 2 wins, no losses for 4 points. Second place is Homestead with 1 win, 1 loss. They are tied currently with Carroll, also 1 win, 1 loss, but Homestead holds the tiebreaker at goals 4. And the Leo Lions will round out the conference 0-2 with no points.
Yeah, another opportunity here for Homestead to at least momentarily tie for first place in the conference. So this is a big game for them. But going back really quick to what you were talking about with the new YouTube rule. So hopefully we don't have to deal with this too often. But with basketball season starting up, it's probably going to happen maybe every couple of weeks. We'll have to see how our business-wide schedule turns out. But, yeah, you can find all these games still on Facebook, Periscope. That link will be tweeted out on Twitter. You can also find them on our website, SummitCitySports.com. There's a live video tab at the top of the page. You can find the game through there. But, yeah, let your friends know, and hopefully we can keep these games on YouTube as much as possible. I'm sure that's where a lot of people find them. And those go for all of our coverage, whether that be Friday night basketball with conference games getting underway for the girls on Friday, Saturday night basketball, Fridays, football in the past. I'm sure some of you have been watching like that. So that's all we got, and we'll pause right now for the national anthem.
And coming off our anthem, we'll take a look at the starting goaltenders for today. I do apologize. I keep trying to say tonight because normally we have an evening game. Started in net for the Homestead Spartans will be number 41. Lane Copeland is going to get the start again, as you predicted. And coming in net, once again, is pretty much as we called it, Isaac Morrell starting for the Leo Lions.
Yep, the two number one goaltenders staying in their posts today. So we'll see how the backup goalie usage comes into play later on in the season. But for now, everyone's trying to jockey for a little bit of position going with their A game.
Take a look at the on-ice officials assigned by the USA Hockey Association. Linesmen Dan Schiebel and Chris Chappelle. The main man in charge with the bands, I believe, is, I think his name is Sam Bennett. Obviously, we have Bennett on the back, but I think his first name is Sam. So here we go with puck drop. It is going to be Robinson taking on, looks like it is Eisenbarger, and Leo will win the draw. Coming in the zone is the Leo Lions. Here's Davis with a shot. That one's above the net and wide. Rounds to the far side corner. Picked up now by Eisenbarger. It's in the feet of a defenseman for the Lions. And here's a steal with a move shot. Scores! Davis! And Leo gets on the board first, 21 seconds into the match.
Couldn't ask for a better start here for Leo. Not even a minute into the game, and they're already on the board. You see, they hold on to this puck here. Eisenbarger can't quite handle it. He's got two guys there. There's a little bit of a struggle. Nice little move here around. Just catches Copeland. I don't think he was quite ready for the shot in that spot. And Leo, an absolutely ideal start, getting Homestead on their heels here early.
Dylan Davis picks up the goal, 1-0 in favor of Leo. As we get set for the puck drop here, it is won by the Lions again. Davis will wrap it around the boards. Asiala sends it to the corner. Amick will get an assist on the Davis goal. And here's a stretch pass to Juarez at the blue line. They're kind of breaking out 2-on-2. Juarez sends it down low to be stopped by Morrell behind the net. Rounds it to the near side corner. And here comes Leo. Chip pass looking for Redmond is knocked down by number 9 of Homestead. That is Mitchell Richardson.
One thing we talked about a little bit in the open was Homestead getting off to a slow start in the last two games, and that continues here. Leo just coming right out ready to play. Homestead kind of reeling a little bit with their A guys out there, so they're going to have to turn it up quick. You saw they almost had an opportunity there, but Juarez opting to chip it in instead of carry it. Would have liked to see him just hold on to that one. They had a bit of a 2-on-2, so it could have potentially gotten a scoring chance there.
Real quick note, it looks like head coach DJ Fisher is not on the Homestead bench. Looks like it'll be assistant coaches Brian Gratz and Jake Kirkpatrick going to be leading the way for Homestead tonight as we have an icing call by Homestead. Face-off near side on your screen as we have face-off win by the Lions. C.J. Redmond at the point, kind of wrists it towards the net, picked up by Owen Park. That one's off the back of the net, goes far side. Cody Fix, pressured now by Park. Tied up along the corner, Park trying to come away with it. Copeland pokes it towards the corner, picked up by Owen Park. Pressure now by Richardson, picked up by, I believe that is Brimmer. Clear it out of the zone and is going to go into the near side corner, played by Scholl, pressured by Fix, wraps it around far side. Tied up along the boards is in the feet of Brimmer. Back out to the point for Reichert. Dallas Reichert sends it down low to Owen Park. Park cuts back to the far side corner. Off the boards, looking for a chip to Redmond. Doesn't go there, so it's picked up by Reichert. That one rolls off his stick. As it's pressured by Doherty. Here comes the Lions. That is Weston Roth. Sends it near side corner. Picked up behind the net by Reichert. Chips it off the boards. Near side corner. Right around the hash marks right now along the boards. Still tied up, coming away with it. Trying to clear it was Elliot Doherty. Knocked down by Roth. Backhands towards Serafini, Here's Scott. Off the post! And now kept in at the line by Park. Now it's chipped to Dakota Carter. J.D. Scott. Blocker saved there by Copeland. J.D. Scott coming within a quarter of an inch of getting a goal on the season. As here is poked out of the zone by number 21 of Homestead, Aiden Byler. Back into the zone. Here's Roth. Goes around far side. Picked up now and cleared out to the neutral zone. Davis. Leo really turning on the Jets right now. Here is Reichert. Flips it out of the zone. That one bounces over the stick. It rolls on net. Icing waved off. Brady Scholl pressured by Eisenbarger. Here's a turnover just outside the crease, and it's picked up by Amick. Trying to clear it out. Knocked down by Nicole. Sent to the far side corner by Eisenbarger. Diving play by Carter. Trying to get it out. Kept alive by Nicole, as that goes back in down low. Dakota Carter, far side corner on your screen, clears it down the length of the rink, and it will go for an icing.
Brandon, you mentioned Leo was starting to pick up some steam, and you're totally right. So Homestead finally gets his puck out, and they go for a change. This player gets the puck right here. He's got all kinds of time to just skate it, get his own entry, but he just throws it into the corner where Homestead recovers immediately and gets it out. Now, luckily, his defenseman there bails him out and gets it right back in. But when you have all kinds of time and the other team is changing, that zone was completely empty. So hold on to that puck and just skate down with it. You have a teammate that can go hard to the net. That's a scoring chance right there.
Yeah, I think what might have happened, I noticed in the replay, his head was down towards the ice. He was looking at the puck, so he might not have saw he had as much room as he did. So near side boards, shot on net by Doherty. That's one of the Doherty triplets, number 36, Henry Doherty. That one's directed towards the netting.
Now, going back a lot further into that earlier sequence, I just want to point this out. This is an absolutely ideal forecheck for Homestead. This is exactly what they're trying to do. They have that player pressuring hard. They have Doherty, I think that was, right there on the right side. They have that other third player pinching down where that puck comes. That is exactly what they're trying to do there to keep Homestead in. A little bit of a trap defense there with the 1-2-2 forecheck.
Here's Juarez, far side, cutting to the high slot, fanning on the shot. Looks like Juarez having one of the C's on his jersey this year. Picked up by Parker Ray. Off the boards into the zone to be played by Richardson. Asiala sends it off the boards. No icing as it was waved off. Morrell leaves it for Ray, who goes far side. Get it to Elkins, and that one's going to be picked up by the Lions. Here's Owen Park. Park gets it over the line. Here's the face-off circle. Shot save made by Copeland, who hangs on. 10:58 remaining here in the first. It's still 1-0 in favor of Leo.
We'll keep going back further in the game here. This is that original scoring chance for Leo that goes off the post. Just want to take a quick look at that. Just turns and fires there. And then there's that one right there. A great shot as he's falling. Had a lot of heat on that one. Just barely missed.
Face-off won by the Spartans. That one's going to be chipped out of the zone by Juarez. Racing back for his Dakota Carter. Backhands it into the neutral zone. This along the near side boards. Dallas Reichert stretch pass far side. That's too hard for Juarez to fully handle. And here comes Dakota Carter. Carter backhands it towards the net. That's blocked in front by, I believe that was Doherty. And this one is going to head down for a no ice. It is picked up now by, I believe that is Brady Scholl. Looking for a pass up ice to, that's Anthony Serafini. As now Riker goes off the boards. Flipped up into the zone, picked up by Ray. Chips it off the boards near side, looking for Roth, a bit ahead of him. So now it's going to be picked up by Homestead, who now grabbed by Juarez. Juarez gets it inside the zone, near side corner, rolls towards the net. Morrell plays it to Ray, who goes back near side for Knippen. Bit of a defensive change there, as last night we saw Ray with Dakota Carter, as that one goes for an icing.
Let's take a look at this replay here. So Homestead gets that puck off this failed stretch pass. Instead of this player here for Homestead flipping this puck in, just Juarez is going with speed through that area right there. So just play it off the wall to Juarez. He can pick it up with speed and try and burn that defender down the left side.
Obviously, when it comes to the player aspect, you have a lot more insight than I do. So now a face-off win for the Lions. And here comes Leo. Here's Robinson, gets around Loxton. But Nicole's there for the good defensive tie-up. And good job on the stick check. Make sure he didn't get a hooking. Picked up now by Drew Brimmer. Stretch pass near side for Elliot Dockery. He takes a hit by Ray. And we have a penalty coming up. Offsides is going to be a tripping call on Leo.
Have to assume this is going to be on Ray here. We'll have to take a look, but I think this is more of just a hip check. I don't know if it's a tripping penalty, but you see a beautiful pass there to Doherty. Yeah, I mean, he just kind of throws a shoulder at him. I mean, I guess he kind of gets the knee a little bit and trips him up, but in my opinion, that's just a body check right there. But nonetheless, Homestead going to get 2 minutes here without Leo's probably best player out on the ice.
Yeah,
At least best defender.
Yeah, that is a big loss in the defensive end for Leo with Ray in the box. Right now, the holdup is trying to get the penalty on the clock right now. And there we go. Park against Juarez in the face-off circle. It's won by Park. Back to the corner, Dakota Carter trying to clear it out. Cannot. Here is C.J. Redmond, 2-on-1. He's got Park with him. Juarez back checking as well. Shot above the net and wide. Here comes Doherty. Stretch pass to Jeanette. Jeanette towards the face-off circle. Backhands it behind the net. Rolls near side. Picked up now, looks like by Jeanette. Reichert has it at the point. Pressured by Park. Backhands it down low. Rolls on net. Morrell keeps it alive to Carter. And that one's kept alive at the point by Jeanette. Juarez a shot saved. Rebound cleared out of the slot by Scholl. Or excuse me, that's Siebert. As now it's at the far side corner. Here's Juarez. Trying to go cross crease. Cannot. It's blocked and cleared out of the zone by the Lions.
Great run there by Homestead, being very aggressive on the puck, not giving Leo any time to try and get it clear.
Juarez receives a stretch pass. He's in the zone. Near side face-off circle. Drop pass. Here's Nicole. Centering feed. Stopped by Morrell, who hangs on.
One thing I didn't capture a replay of, but that I really liked, was something Jeanette did. Puck was right down there on the goal line, and the Leo defender was trying to turn around and get it clear, but Jeanette just stays right on and doesn't give him any time with the stick lift. Takes the puck right away, and that, I think, puck came out to Juarez on the opposite side behind the net and almost led to a goal.
Near side circle face-off. It's won by Leo. Once again, they're doing a very good job in the face-off circle, but kept alive by Asiala. There's a shot save made by Morrell. Take a look here on our replay on your screens. That was a good shot from the point by Asiala.
Yeah, you said it. Leo does a good job winning the face-offs, but the problem is they're just flinging it, and it goes right out to that Homestead defender, so they're not really getting a whole lot off of the face-off wins.
Elkin shot save. Rebounds loose just outside the crease. Gathered up now by Robinson. Logan Robinson trying to make the move on Byler. Cannot. And here is Elkins. He turns it over. Flipped up to Elkins. I believe that was from Byler. Now near side corner on your screen. Robinson sends it to the far side. Besh intercepts. P.J. Eisenbarger out to the point for Asiala. Now near side. Goes wide of Byler. Over to Besh. Far side corner. Gives it to Eisenbarger. Pressured by Amick and Knippen. That one's gathered up and cleared the length of the rink. 12 seconds remaining on the Leo penalty kill. And to be honest, that should do it here with just 5 seconds left. And the Lions will return to full strength.
Yeah, really good PK there. They were under a lot of pressure, but they were able to hold the line, and that's what it comes down to.
Asiala having trouble gathering it up, and it's into the near side corner as Roth races in trying to pull it away. Asiala again off the glass, and it's going to roll into the zone. Here's J.D. Scott. Can't quite get a handle on it, so Morrell will instead take the cover.
Take a look at this opportunity here for the Homestead Spartans. Doherty comes in, gets a good shot, and that's a great tie-up there by the Leo defender. I can't quite see what number it was, but that puck was right there for, I think that was Besh in front of the net to try and slam that one home. But the tie-up right as that puck comes down prevents that from happening.
So face-off will be far side on your screens to the right of the goaltender Morrell. It's won once again by Leo, but he is... have to get a number on that, but he turned it over, but it's eventually clear. There's a heavy hit by Serafini. It was number 47 for Leo, Isaac Demarest. That one shot up the length of the rink, and is going to be picked up now in the far side corner by Doherty. Sends it near side for Elliott Doherty. We got the Doherty brothers out there right now. Here's Ray, and he loses it to the near side corner. J.D. Scott sends it wide of the net. Picked up now by Serafini. Trying to wrap back around the boards, but cannot, blocked by Nicole. And now it is sent to the near side corner. Picked up by Henry Doherty. As it's in the neutral zone, Ray flips it back in. Off the glass. Rolls far side. Nicole picks it up now. Here is Elliott. Doherty skating along the ice. He'll flip it just wide of the net. That one stick to the corner by Morrell. Scholl sends it near side. Going to be grabbed by Knippen. He's pressured by Doherty. Trying to poke it further into the zone is Davis. Losing an edge there was Amick, and here's Robinson. Robinson a shot. Pad save by Copeland and picked up now by Loxton. That stretch pass looking for Juarez does not get completed, and we have an icing.
So the reason Leo was able to keep this puck in here a little bit ago is because of this play Doherty makes. Now, Doherty is a former defenseman, should know better than to do this. He gets this puck down the corner, and he just flings it up to the defenseman at the top of the blue line. Well, guess where Doherty should be? He's a winger, so he should be there. So he's essentially flinging it to himself, but he's not there, and that allows Leo an easy keep.
So, face-off win by the Spartans, and now it's going to be grabbed by Elkins, who looks for Jeanette. Jeanette's kind of loose, but he loses an edge, trying to flips it towards the net, and it will roll wide. Elkins a shot. Save made by Morrell, finds the rebound and covers. Good job by Jeanette, though, kind of gathering speed, almost beat his defenseman, but unfortunately lost a bit of an edge.
Yeah, speedy player, of course. He's kind of stepping into his own here. He's a junior, so still got another year. He's got 1 goal on the season, so him and Juarez are going to continue to have to, step up on the same line. That line hasn't really produced a whole lot so far this season, at least not in the league games that we've seen.
That one rolls to the far side corner. Now it's grabbed by 76 of Leo Dane Siebert, And here is Juarez. Juarez, shot off the mask of Morrell, rolls to the near side corner. Had Jeanette backdoor. Decided to kind of tuck it. Here's Owen Park. Park cuts to the middle. Toe drag. Save Copeland. And it rolls towards the front of the net, and it is covered by Copeland.
Let's take a look back at that Juarez scoring chance here. So, as I mentioned it, you see he's kind of just shooting this puck high, but you see he's got Jeanette going to the net. So instead of trying to shoot it high, he almost had his corner, so I'm not going to be too critical. But with the guy going to the net, it's kind of a 2-on-1 situation. The defenseman is on him. Shoot that one low, and it either goes in or it's going to be a rebound, potentially right out to Jeanette.
Bounce off the pads. Here comes Besh into the zone. Besh near side corner. Kind of halted right now. Parker Ray there as well. Roth sends it to J.D. Scott. And Henry Doherty pinched down there. And now it's picked up by Leo. Flips up the zone looking for Serafini. Delayed offsides. And it will be blown down. And the faceoff is going to be directed just outside of the Leo zone.
Yeah, just not entirely aware of where his teammates were on that one. So is that, no, not going to come all the way down. Thought it might for an intentional offsides, but you just got to be more aware of where your teammates are at on the ice in that situation.
I think that one will be ruled as a last play faceoff. So another tie-up on the draw, and coming away with it is going to be Besh. Besh goes to the far side, face-off circle towards the corner, pressured by Knippen. He's got Knippen all over him. Here's Nicola's shot. Save made by Morrell, and he will smother the rebound.
Just a nice, easy save here for Morrell, but Homestead does a good job of getting this puck up to the middle. A little bit of a walk to the middle of the ice up high by the blue line. Just a good low shot. So that's what Homestead's going to be looking for with some traffic in front of the net. Those nice low shots that'll give up some rebounds.
So there is a face-off win by Leo, but a tie-up forced a turnover. As here's J.D. Scott. Pressure now. Scholl sends it far side. P.J. Eisenbarger with it now. Sends it out looking for Doherty. That's tipped out of the zone by J.D. Scott. Scholl, far side, looking for Knippen. Trying to pass it out to Roth. It rolls out of the zone. And it's going to be grabbed now by Scholl. Backhands it up ice. Right in front of your camera screen here. Here is Doherty. Cuts far side, throws it towards the net, and it'll be covered by Morrell.
Homestead doing a good job of putting the pressure on Leo here with 3:33 to go in this period. Not a whole lot of the high danger scoring chances right now, but if they keep going at this process, eventually they're going to slam home a rebound and get on the board.
Face-off won by Leo, I believe, again, as it is a foot race between Loxton and Davis. Backhand towards the point. Here's a shot. That one's wide. That one coming from Siebert. And Dakota Carter can't keep it in. Here's Drew Brimmer. Brimmer trying to go. He cuts back towards the middle. Centering feed. Shot. Save Morrell. Out to the point. Here's Loxton. Takes a hit. And now 2-on-1 for the Lions. Toked into the zone by Robinson. And it'll be Asiala who will send it far side. Picked up now by number 8 of Homestead, Tyler Eisenbarger. Far side looking for the bench. Here comes Davis. Davis 3-on-2. Poke check by Asiala. Here's Robinson. Picks up the loose puck. And it rolls behind the net. Going far side. Drop pass looking for Davis. Picked up by Asiala. And it'll be played by Doherty. Out into the neutral zone. Grabbed by Dakota Carter. Sends it near side for Ray. That one's off the boards. Icing will be waved off as it's now picked up by Loxton. Stretch pass is intercepted. And here is Fiedler. It was in a bunch of skates for both teams, and that one's cleared into the Homestead bench.
Let's take a look at that scoring chance there for Homestead. This is Brimmer, I think you said, does a great job of pumping the brakes, finding his man, just doesn't handle it right in the prime position, but does a great job of handling it enough to try and get a scoring chance. Morrell doing a good job there of getting over and making the stop on that one to preserve the 1-0 lead.
So, face-off won there by Leo. 2:06 remaining here in the first period. 1-0 is our score. Near side pickup for Doherty. He's tied up along the boards. There's about 4 players over there, 2 for each team as it's going to be gathered in. And they're still fighting for it here as it rolls out to the point for Scholl. Scholl wrists it, tipped wide by Redman. Nicole picks it up, looking for Juarez. Here comes Juarez into the zone, goes far side onto his forehand. Centering towards the slot. That one's tipped, I believe, by the stick of Scholl, and it's an easy glove save for Morrell.
Good job here by Scholl of fending this play off from Juarez. A little bit of one-on-one action here, and this player for Leo does a great job of getting back and helping out. And that's a kind of a play that is, not a lot of defenders in this league kind of make that body play. 2 of them, though, that really have stood out to me in my time watching and even playing against them are Parker Ray and Brady Scholl, both guys on the Leo defense. So they do a really good job of forcing players off with the body and not letting guys get around them without taking a little bit of a hip check.
So here's a turnover in the slot. Jeanette trying to come away with it. Cannot, picked up now by Juarez. Off the glass, far side. Juarez still trying to get a hold of it. Here is Elkins. Centering feed to Jeanette. Still behind the net. And it's going to be knocked away by Carter. Carter flips it up to J.D. Scott. As now grabbed by Roth. Pressured by Jeanette. Backhand pass, trying to get it deeper in the zone. Kept alive at the point by Nicole. Nicole cuts to the middle. Here's Juarez, knocked away off his stick. Elkins, near side boards. That one shot wide as it's now picked up Jeanette far side. Juarez trying to come with it in the face-off circle, poked off his stick by Roth and just kept in the zone by Asiala. But eventually it's knocked away by Scott and shot back into the zone by Jeanette as it rolls near side corner. Sent around far side. Here's Juarez. Poked off his stick. And now it's gathered up by Leo. Here comes Logan Robinson. Robinson takes it near side corner. Goes behind the net. Far side. He almost gets hit hard by Elkins. As here, Davis out to the point. There's a slapper that is blocked in front by Juarez. And P.J. Eisenbarger with it now gets it inside the zone. Eisenbarger cuts to the far side corner. Knocked away there by the Leo defenseman, number 47, Isaac Demarest. Glove down by Demarest, trying to backhand it out of the zone. It rolls off his stick. Byler's there, near side corner, takes it behind the net, going far side, and that does it for the first period, where Leo holds the 1-0 lead thanks to a goal from Dylan Davis. 21 seconds in. We'll take a quick break here on Summit City Sports.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Welcome back to the Parkview Sport One Ice House here on Summit City Sports. We have a 1-0 game in favor of Leo. Not much going on in the first period. Just one goal. It belongs to Dylan Davis of Leo, as he picked up a goal with the assist from Aaron Amick at the 14:39 mark or 21-second mark, whichever one you prefer to use. And then Leo, Parker Ray, got the wrong Ray brother in there. Parker Ray picked up the trip at the 9:25 mark, which was killed off. Outside of that, just back and forth really between these two teams. As now here is Besh. Besh goes far side. 14-7 in shots in favor of Homestead. So here's Nicole. Nicole throws it. That one's directed just wide. Rebound chance by Byler, knocked away by Park. Park backhands it up, looking for Redmond. Here is Fiedler into the zone. Fiedler, drop pass, looking for Redmond, knocked away. Besh trying to come away with it. It's picked up by Eisenbarger. Eisenbarger into the zone, cuts to the far side. Centering feed, nobody there as Morrell was down and out. Eisenbarger. Back to the point for Asiala. Goes down low for Besh. That was intercepted by Knippen, but rolls off his stick. Eisenbarger. A bit of a deke move. Here's Byler. Shot above the net. Rebound just wide and is gathered in by Park. He takes a heavy hit there by Eisenbarger, and now it's going to be grabbed by Asiala. Here's a turnover. CJ Redmond shoots. Glove save. It's behind Copeland, but he lays down and finds it.
We'll start off by taking a look at that one-timer there for Homestead. This puck just comes, Byler finds that nice soft area, keeps backing up. The defender gets away from him, and boom, right there. That puck must have just missed. Had some heat on it for sure. And then there was that opportunity there by Redmond that just missed. Looked like Copeland wasn't quite sure where it was for a minute. But Redmond doesn't really follow it up to the net, thinking Copeland just has it. So nothing too dangerous there for Leo.
Face-off won by the Spartans is going to be, it just rolls off of P-Ray's stick in out of the zone. Gathered now by Loxton. Trying to go into the zone, but Asiala will ring it around the board. Stopped by Morrell behind the net. Morrell leaves it for Ray. Tied up near side corner as Demarest tries to get it out of the zone, and it's kept alive by Asiala at the point. Stilge at the point as they're battling for control. Fix knocks it down. Ray with possession. He goes a stretch pass to J.D. Scott. Scott gets Roth, but I think Roth probably was just an inch off, if that.
That's got to be close. We'll see how good of a look we can get at it on the replay. But look at the speed coming through. Yeah, I think he was just got that pass a little bit too late. But the right idea there, and if that wasn't offsides, he probably would have had a great opportunity there on Copeland. Had a defender kind of up on him a little bit, but still probably would have been able to get something going, maybe just try and push one through the 5-hole of Copeland.
It's another face-off win for the Lions, as now is going to be gathered up near side. A turnover. Here's Amick. Amick drop pass, looking for Logan Robinson. It's sent around the board. Siebert keeps it alive, sends it far side corner for Dylan Davis. Davis pressured now by, I believe, it's Richardson. Here's Dakota Carter. A shot. That one's wide. Siebert with a chance. There's a backdoor. Scores! Davis! He gets two! At the 12:51 mark of the second period, Dylan Davis picks up his second of the game.
Yeah, and that play starts off that recovery there by the defenseman as he comes and pinches down, throws that shot right back in front. that backside was pretty much wide open. And Davis, have yourself a game.
Gotta wait for the official assist on that one. But at 12:51, it's 2-0 Leo. Here comes Redmond into the zone. Byler sends it around far side. Siebert with the assist. Asiala shot, glove save by Morrell, and Siebert will get the only assist on the Davis goal.
Another early goal for Leo in the second period. I don't know if that's just Homestead not coming out on these periods ready to play, but they can't keep giving up these goals here in the first few minutes of a period. It's just demoralizing.
Yeah, two things you don't want to do is give up the goal in the first 2 minutes and then give up the goal in the last 2 minutes.
Fiedler needs to just keep skating that one. He's the lead player there. Don't try and make a drop pass. Just skate that one in.
Here is Homestead. Asiala looking for a stretch pass. Goes wide of the mark of Besh. So here is Park. Besh pressuring him now. And it's stolen by Besh. Besh centering feed to Eisenbarger, and it rolls off his stick. Byler a chance, and it's wide. Doherty with a shot blocked by Knippen. Henry Doherty keeps it alive for a moment. As J.D. Scott, he'll actually fall down. Here's Besh. Besh, backhands, blocker save. Rebound gathered in by Byler from near side corner. Goes behind the net. Far side now. Pressured by Scholl. Sent around the boards now. Eisenbarger near side on your screen. As he's pressured by Redmond. As it goes now far side. J.D. Scott with it now. Leo a little bit in trouble, and now they'll clear it out of the zone. And it goes into the zone. No icing. And now it's Serafini. He takes a hit there. Now J.D. Scott trying to keep it inside the zone. Gathered in by Elliott Doherty as he's tied up with Roth. Asiala's there. Kicked away by Roth. J.D. Scott with the far side corner. Centering feed to Serafini, but Copeland will stop it with the stick and cover.
Some really good pressure there by Homestead. All started because of this sequence. You see this pass just barely misses. That's probably a goal right there. And then Leo coming up with two big blocks. Great job there by those two Leo players to thwart any scoring attempts while their defense was kind of in a little bit of a scramble mode after that scoring chance by Homestead.
Face-off one now by the Spartans. Loxton has it. Comes around to the near side. It's going to be gathered in now by a Leo player. And as it's going to be grabbed by Loxton's, cleared out of the zone. Here comes Drew Brimmer. Brimmer into the zone, centering feed. And that one's just redirected wide. He had L.A. Doherty backdoor. Doherty hauled down Parker Ray. There's going to be a penalty coming up on the Spartans. And there's a heavy hit along the boards. And that one's gathered in by Loxton. We have a slash on the play. And it's going to be on Doherty.
Well, before he goes to the sin bin, we'll take a look here at this great effort by Homestead. Pass from Brimmer looks like it's on the money. Doherty just they've kind of run out of racetrack there and was a little bit too low. So just barely misses. But now here comes Leo with the chance on the power play to make this a 3-0 lead.
Leo looking for the 3-0. So here comes the power play, as we mentioned, 4:30 into the second period, as it's picked up now by Ray. Coming into the zone, Dakota Carter into the zone. Towards the slot, there's a wrister that just bounces off Henry Doherty. And now it rolls towards the crease and gathered in by Asiala and cleared. It rolls on net, stopped by Morrell, who will play it to Parker Ray. Ray just taking his time, looking at his options. Gives it to Logan Robinson. Robinson almost turned it over to Juarez, but he gathers it back and goes far side. That one rolls off his stick, and it's going to be gathered in by the Homestead Spartans. Jeanette, as he just backtracks, trying to kill off a couple more seconds before throwing it down the ice.
Pretty good job here so far out of Homestead, not really allowing Leo to get in the zone and get anything set up.
Parker Ray pressured by Juarez. As it's gathered now by Dakota Carter near sideboards. As it's gathered in by that's Logan Robinson. I thought that was Redmond for a second there. as it's gathered in by Amick. Near side corner, pressured by Asiala. I think Robinson lost the blade. As now here's a shot by Davis, and it goes wide. I think he lost his blade. As it goes far side corner, that's the problem with these new skates. Those blades just come out. I see it all the time, especially in the professional leagues. As it's near side, a stretch pass looking for Park goes wide, and it will be an icing. I thought Owen Park was going to reach out for it to stop it.
Well, whatever the issue is with Robinson, he was right back out there just to test it. So they popped that one in quick. They were ready for that. No one went out, though, to get the blade. So I don't know
unless it was just loose.
Yeah, I think it was just popping out a little bit. So I don't see anything down in the corner there where he was when he started hobbling to the bench. But they're still talking to him a little bit.
All right, here's Nicole. Shot blocked by Park as it's gathered in by Richardson, and he sent it down low. Scholl sends it around to the near side boards, and it's going to be out of the zone. C.J. Redmond, 2 seconds remaining on the power play, and it'll be killed as it's gathered in now by Eisenbarger. Eisenbarger in the zone. Wrist shot. Pad save by Morrell. Rebound to the corner. Very good rebound control on that one. As Elliot Doherty is pressured by Scholl. Fix just keeps it inside the zone as it's sent to the far side for Knippen. Pressured by Doherty. Good stick lift as it's now near side boards. Doherty trying to center. It's blocked going over the net to the far side corner. That one kept alive at the point by Asiala. Grabbed now by Doherty. Off the boards to Nicole. Towards the net. And it will be covered by Morrell.
Pretty successful kill there for Homestead. I don't think Leo really got any good scoring chances. And I think a lot of that has to do with the pressure that they were giving Leo, even all the way down on their side of the ice when Leo was trying to just get their breakout set up. You saw one sequence there where Juarez was just relentless going and chasing the puck all around the zone. Eventually, Leo got it up, but it's pressure like that that's really not allowing Leo to get anything going here on the power play.
Face-off won by the Lions, but a turnover from the Lions had a chance for Fix, who shoots it into the glove of Morrell. 7:43 remaining here in the second period. It's 2-0. Dylan Davis right now, as he's picked up both goals for the Leo Lions. Face-off won by the Spartans. Out to Loxton at the point. That one's blocked by Roth. That one kind of stung, it looks like. As is, here comes Fix. Fix into the zone. Gets a heavy hit by Ray on Fix as it rolls near side. There's going to be a penalty way behind the net. Charging is a call on Doherty, and he's going to need to get that under control a little bit because obviously he's going to be one of Homestead's more veteran, seasoned players. And it's going to be hard for him to help the team get back into the game when he's sitting in the box.
Yeah, I didn't happen to see this one, so we'll take a look at it on the replay. We also get this big hit by Parker Ray. I mean, kind of a bold decision, in my opinion, to step up there. But, yeah, Doherty really just kind of goes busting in there and hammers that Leo player. So, I mean, yeah, that's probably going to get called, especially in this league, and he's even going to have to sit for 12, and that is just a big loss for Homestead in a 2-0 loss in the middle of the game, and he's one of their better players and leading scorers. That's the kind of thing that can't happen when you're sitting in the box for 14 minutes a game in a game that you're losing.
So off the draw, it's going to come near side. As it's going to be inside the zone. Finally, Nicole clears it. Another power play chance for Leo. One of the few penalties that have a 2-10. Charging, head boarding. Contact, checking from behind, and boarding. Yeah, the ones with 2-10s at the very minimum. As that one's rolled to the far side. Kept in the zone by Ray. Gathered in now, but poked off the stick of Robinson as Henry Doherty was there. He gathers it in the slot, and he'll throw it down the ice.
Look at Juarez here with the pressure.
Ray backhands it to Carter. Near side corner. Gathered in now by Ray. as he's pressured by Jeanette. Here's Davis now, trying to, I think, possibly look for his hat trick as he gets it up to Robinson. That's poked off his stick by Asiala, and it actually hits the back of the official as it will be gathered in by Juarez. Now it's in the feet of the main ref. And now it's going to be gathered in by, that is Davis. Davis a slap shot, and it's wide of the net.
Yeah, just a touch off sides there. Homestead kind of cheating a little bit on the penalties kill there. I mentioned Juarez. He was forechecking down here on the near side, but when that puck came back around to the far side on the other play, I think it was Jeanette for Homestead, comes down and pinches down too. So you're playing 2-on-2 down in the Leo zone, but the problem is that leaves 3-on-2 up ice. So kind of a cheap play there. It didn't really end up burning them, but that's not something that they're probably going to be encouraging on the Homestead bench.
Redmond keeps it alive at the point. Park takes a heavy hit there by Nicole. It rolls us outside the crease and gathered in by Redmond, a shot. That one's above the net and wide. Rolls near side corner. Byler can't get it out. Knippen behind the net. Picked up by Asiala. Trying to get it out. Cannot. Into the feet of Redmond. He has it far side. Takes a bit of a bump from Asiala. Those two battle for it, and it's out of the zone. And we have Byler racing for the puck. Trying to get there for Scholl as Scholl sends it to the boards. Byler, kind of a one-man penalty kill right now as they kill off the charge. Leo goes 0 for 2 on the day so far on the power play as it's kept alive at the point by Byler, but a turnover will find the stick of Knippen, who turns it over to Besh near side. Byler behind the net, stick lift by Knippen. It's possession to the Lions. Now here's Redmond, CJ Redmond, stick lift by Asiala. That one will roll into the zone. Here's Besh as he battled Scholl for it, and it's into the safety netting. Play whistled down.
You know, Besh had a great opportunity there if he could have caught that pass as he was coming up ice right in front of us, but the defender who gave him that pass, I think it might have been Nicole, just didn't take an extra second to take a look and let Besh get ready for that pass right there. Just kind of threw it to him as he was pivoting and in his feet, and so he ended up having to chase it down. So just take that extra second, make the tape-to-tape pass, and, you know, he's off with a chance down the left side.
Face-off is going to be, I believe, won by the Lions, but it's going to be thrown out of the zone to be played by Richardson. Richardson kind of lobs it to the neutral zone as it rolls into the Leo end. Dakota Carter with it as he looks for the far side pass. Going to be grabbed by Henry Doherty. Goes to Richardson. Off the boards, looking for Elkins. Intercepted by Carter as it rolls back into the Homestead zone, and they'll try it again, and it will find the same result. Richardson throws it down low this time as it rolls to the far side corner. Roth with possession. He's bumped off by Juarez, and it's still far side as Roth and Juarez continue the battle. And coming away with it will be Juarez as he's looking for it. Backhands through the crease and wide. Elkins near side on your screen, and he'll send it to the corner. Jeanette, pressure now. He finds Juarez. It rolls to the side of the net, but Morel covers it. 3:49 remaining here in the second. It's 2-0 Leo.
Yet again, towards the end of the period, Homestead starting to turn it on offensively, but Leo defensively is still doing a good job of maintaining that 2-goal lead and really preventing the high danger scoring chances from happening. So they got Fix out here in a shooting position. Now he's got a good shot. We saw him almost have a chance that went in the glove of Morel last time.
And it is yet another face-off win by the Lions. They're doing a very good job controlling that, and you win the face-off if you control the first few seconds of play. So as it rolls behind the net, Logan Robinson with it now. Out to, I thought he was going to go out to the point, and now he does, as it's over to Dylan Davis. Backhands it down low to the near far side corner as there is a battle between Amick and Eisenbarger. Out to the point. Here's Ray, a shot, save made by Copeland. Gathered in by Loxton, who backhands it out of the zone.
The physicality in this one is definitely starting to step up a little bit. We're starting to see some more of those little battles in the corner and some checks. Really started by that big body that Ray laid on.
Here's Davis in his feet. Picked up now by Robinson. Backhand wide of the net. Might have been a stop by Copeland. Ray trying to get it down low. Brimmer's there. Picked up now by Davis, who puts it to the corner. They go for a line change as now is grabbed by Loxton. looking for Eisenbarger. It's intercepted. Park trying to gather it, but cannot. Here's Knippen, a shot. Blocked in front by Brimmer. And he'll gather the rebound. And Drew Brimmer leading the charge far side for Homestead. Goes into the zone to the far corner. Knippen will pick it up. And now it's stolen by Brimmer to the crease and cleared out by Scholl. Knippen, far side, taking his time, coming up slowly. Fix sends him to the ice. As now it's going to be grabbed by Nicole. Nicole, far side, cuts to the slot. Almost turned it over, but regathers it. Nicole into the zone, onside play. Near side corner, trying to center it, rolls off his stick, and it's going to be gathered in. And here comes Redmond, and it's going to be poked away by Doherty. Neutral zone, backhanded it into the zone by Nicole on his knees, and delayed offsides for Homestead. And play will be whistled down by the linesman Sheevel, I believe, for an offsides. Got 1:46 remaining here in the second period. 2-0 in favor of Leo, courtesy from Dylan Davis, who's having a big game so far. I expect him to try to really push in the third to complete the hat trick. But here is Eisenbarger. Eisenbarger towards the circle, cuts to the slot. Blocker saved by Morrell. To the near side corner. And it's going to be gathered in by J.D. Scott. Turnover to Byler. Byler, that one is wide of the net. I believe he was looking for a redirect by Besh. Carter clears it out of the zone, gathered in by Eisenbarger. Eisenbarger comes into the neutral zone, up the middle, cuts into the zone, avoids a check, and now it is going to be gathered in by Henry Doherty, and gathered now by Byler. Near side boards and flipped into the zone by Eisenbarger to the corner. As it rolls, far side corner, Roth tries to clear it. It's going to be knocked down by Elkins. Byler there as well. 1 minute remaining here in the second period. Byler behind the net, sends it near side for Nicole to grab. Centering feed. Actually, it was going to be a shot as that one's off the stick, and now a clearing attempt. It's knocked down by Elkins. Serafini applying pressure as now Elkins takes a heavy hit by J.D. Scott. That one's off the glass and cleared. Picked up by Asiala. Almost turned over. Elkins will throw it into the zone as that one will go into the zone. Icing waved off. Copeland plays it up the boards for Nicole. Nicole with 18 on the clock. Trying to get it out. He turns it over for a brief second, but here's Asiala. 10 seconds remaining here in the second period. Asiala shot blocked by Ray. One more chance. Center feed rolls under Elkins, stick and wide. Juarez tries to center. Cannot. There's a shot that's off the glove of Morrell, and that does it for the second period. Leo will keep the 2-0 lead going into the intermission. We'll take a break here on SummitCitySports.com.
We have to do this. A bit of a hill. His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere. A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
Do you see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more. Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
We are back at the Parkview Sport One Ice House, where we are in the middle of our intermission between the Leo Lions and the Homestead Spartans, where the Lions hold a 2-0 lead off the back of number 39, the freshman, Dylan Davis.
Yeah, he's having himself a game here. We're taking a look at the first goal. So just a good job here finding this puck with some traffic, dodging a Homestead player, and just getting that shot there up on Copeland, elevating the puck. That one was right off the start of the game, so a great start for Leo, like we mentioned.
That was his first career high school goal.
Wow, I mean, he is coming out hot. Well, we'll take a look at the second one now here as well. So here's this weak little shot here from the point. Does a great job of retrieval here for Leo and fires it right back. And then really nobody there, just kind of puck watching for Homestead, and they're able to score that one, and that gets us to the 2-0 score we have now in the intermission.
So we're going to recap the scoring on the first goal. 21 seconds into the game, Dylan Davis picks up the goal with the assist to Aaron Amick. That was all for scoring in the first period. There was a penalty in the period that belonged to Parker Ray for a trip at the 9:25 mark remaining in the the first period, and that one was effectively killed. Scoring in the second period, Leo once again, as we've had the 2-0 score, Dylan Davis again, with the assist coming from number 76, Dane Siebert, picking up his first career high school point on the assist to Davis. Penalties in the period, there were 3 of them. All of them belong to Elliot Doherty.
Yeah, that's just tough for Homestead. We'll take a look at one of them here. And this is also the one where there was that big body check from Ray. But this is the penalty that Doherty gets. It gets him sitting in the box for 12 minutes. You see the charge there, and he kind of lets up, but still just flies in there at impact. So that one is going to get called 9 times out of 10 here in the Fort Wayne High School Hockey League. So a player like him, we touched on it at the time, he just can't be spending that much time in the penalty box. 14 minutes, that's almost a full period.
Yeah, considering the fact that our periods are only 15 minutes.
Yeah, so he's got to be out there, he's one of their scoring leaders right now, one of their senior veteran players. So that's just stuff that can't happen, especially when you're losing a game. If they were winning a game by 2 goals, that's one thing. But when you're losing a game by 2 goals, that's just not an ideal situation.
So the penalties belonging to Doherty, one coming at the 10:30 mark, remaining in the second period, was a slashing call. And please remember, ladies and gentlemen, when I talk like the 10:30 mark, I'm talking about the time that's on the scoreboard, so that would be time remaining in the period. So Homestead 63 again. Doherty picked up the charge and a 10-minute misconduct. One of those 2 for 10 penalties that belong in the high school league at the 7:25 mark. Both killed, and of course the misconduct resulted in no power play opportunity. That's a 10-minute.
Yeah, unfortunately for Homestead, despite those penalties, they've done a great job on the PK. Homestead has really done a good job being aggressive, not giving Leo a bunch of time to breathe. So that's really forcing some of the younger players of Leo who might not be as experienced, might panic a little bit and throw the puck away. But they've done a fairly good job of staying calm under this pressure. It just hasn't translated to really any sustained power play control for Leo. I don't really think they've gotten totally set up once. And part of that is just them, when they do have chances on the power play, their rush chances, instead of stopping up, slowing the game down a little bit and trying to set up, they're just taking those rush chances, which you can't really blame them for. But they make it a little bit easier on Homestead, and Copeland turns those aside. Homestead can clean up the rebounds and clear it right back down.
Yeah, as we mentioned before, as we talked about yesterday, this is in terms of production, to be honest, this is a complete 180 of what Homestead did last year. Last year, they pretty much had the same group of players outside of Hurley and Ramos, with the 2 notable people leaving the organization. But outside of that, it's pretty much the same roster. So the question is, what's the difference here that they're not scoring right now?
Well, I think the biggest thing that stands out to me through 2 2/3 games here in the league season is Zach Juarez. He's been pretty quiet. He's the captain. He was a big producer for as long as he's been on this team. And he's got to step things up. Now he's playing with Jeanette as well, who's also an older player. He's a junior. So those 2 need to kind of get it going a little bit. Now that guys like McNeil and Hurley and Ramos, like you mentioned, are gone, those guys can't really hide. Juarez, part of what's helping him out or dragging him down is that he might be gaining some more attention from the defense than he usually would. So that's just not really helping him out. But P.J. Eisenbarger has had a good first 2 games, but he's not really been stepping up a whole lot tonight. So that's kind of the thing that I'm looking at. These are players that Eisenbarger in particular is a big body. Juarez is not a small guy. These guys need to be able to penetrate and get inside to get these prime scoring chances. And with Eisenbarger's big body, he should be able to do that. Juarez is a senior, so he's got experience playing in this league. So those are probably the 2 biggest players that you would look at to score for Homestead. And right now it's just not happening for them.
So take a look at the other end of the spectrum. For Leo, you're up 2-0 against probably one of the top 2 teams in the league. The other one obviously being the Vipers, with Carroll and Leo going through Carroll's a bit of a retool now instead of a rebuild. Leo, I think, is still kind of in the rebuild phase. But on Leo's end, you're up 2-0. You're playing a great defensive game. Do you push for the 3-0 lead, or do you kind of be a little more not laid back, but conservative and not try to force things as much?
I think they just stick with what they've been doing. It's working. Homestead's getting the more of the shots, and Morell's done a good job of stopping those, and the defense has done a good job of keeping those to the outside, and they've taken their chances away, and they can get them. So I think if they just stick with that, they'll be okay. 2-0, the way this game has been going, should be fairly solid. But like we saw the other night, Carroll was up 4-1 on Homestead going into the third period, and Homestead made that one really interesting with a couple of quick goals in the third. So they're going to have to do something similar here. They don't have that third goal that they need to tie. So, this one's not over. Doherty's going to come out of the box probably around the 10-minute mark, I think, of this period, roughly, maybe a little bit earlier than that. So they'll be back at full strength. Like I said, they've been getting the shots. They just need to convert those into scoring chances, and they've had some that they've just missed. So I think that's the biggest thing for them. And like I said with Leo, just kind of keep doing what they're doing. It's working for them. Don't try and reinvent the wheel when it's working. And it worked in the opening game against the Vipers as well. That one was a lot tighter than I think a lot of people kind of expected it to be. That was a 3-2 game. So if Leo just keeps playing the way they're playing right now, they're doing a pretty good job. And I think they can continue to have success if they keep playing this way.
So good points there on both ends. Obviously, Homestead looking to kind of find themselves a little bit, as they're kind of MIA right now a little bit. And Leo, as we mentioned, they're looking to keep things like they are. Strong defensive game. They're doing a very good job of limiting shots to 1 or 2 chances, the second one being a rebound. But we have 15 minutes on the clock, and we look to see how this goes. We'll take maybe just a quick minute break here on SummitCitySports.com.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game.
And so we are back. Puck has just been dropped. It's in the Homestead zone, near side corner. Gathered in now by, looks like P.J. Eisenbarger. Trying to walk around the defense. Rolls behind the net. Morell stops it, almost a turnover, and it goes far side. Eisenbarger out to the point for Byler. Byler wraps it back around the boards near side as it's gathered in by Besh. And now picked up by the Lions. It's chipped off the boards and will go for an icing.
A little bit of a suspect play there for Morell to go and get that puck, under a little bit of pressure. So I think he more just might have misplayed that one a little bit. I think there was some space if he would have gone the other way. But you don't feel like you have to be over-aggressive playing the puck as a goaltender, When there's a forecheck coming in, just let your defense do their job.
So off the draw, it's going to be won by Homestead. Henry Doherty is shot. That was blocked down in front and gathered in by, that's Owen Park. Alongside their bottom of your screen now, picked up by Redmond. Redmond, a shot blocked by Doherty. Around the boards near side, and it's going to be intercepted by Juarez. Poke checked at the line by Knippen, but it will roll out. Still battling for possession. It's going to be gathered in by Fiedler, looking for Redmond. Redmond poke checked at the line, but gets it inside the zone. He'll go far side. Henry Doherty now has it for the Spartans. Stretch pass for Juarez, bounces over his stick. And here's Knippen. Go far side. Dakota Carter with it now. Carter back behind the boards to Knippen. Pressured now by, I believe that's Jeanette. Stretch pass up to Redmond. Redmond gets over the line and puts it inside the Homestead zone to be gathered now by Asiala. Stops behind the net, goes back to the far side. Asiala up ice to Elkins. Elkins into the zone. He's pressured by Ray. Goes, looks like to the side of the net. And now is gathered by Dakota Carter. Puts it far side corner for Juarez to play. Here's Juarez. It kind of bounces off his stick, and it's going to be cleared by Serafini. Jeanette intercepts a pass, and it's going to be pushed down to the zone for Juarez, but Dakota Carter will get there first, and he plays it up the boards. Kept alive by Jeanette. Ray knocks it off the boards at the point. Juarez a shot. That one's wide of the net. Along the near side boards, it's going to be gathered in by Asiala. Knocked down in front by Roth, and it will be cleared by Ray out of the low slot. Asiala with it now. Throws it back down low. Morrell stops it behind the net. He'll leave it for Ray. Parker Ray with it now. As it's going to be gathered in. Near side goes far side for, looks like J.D. Scott. Or excuse me, that is Brady Scholl. Now a pass looking for Brimmer. Goes off his skate and no icing. As it's going to be gathered in. Eisenbarger at the point. I believe that's Tyler Eisenbarger. Davis. Gets it to Amick. That one's off the boards. It'll roll to the crease. Copeland has to play it. No icing. Nicole sends it to the near side corner. Picked up now by Doherty. It's going to be gathered in. Near side boards. Robinson has it, but they're going to rule a hand pass, and the play will come into the neutral zone.
One thing I'll be curious to kind of watch as this period starts to go on and whether or not Homestead gets a goal is, do they try and make a little bit of a power line at 5-on-5? Jake Kirkpatrick, who I'm assuming is running the show on the bench today in DJ Fisher's absence, when I played under him my first 2 years, he liked having just like a really strong, almost stacking a top line. So I'll be curious to see if they change things up and try and push for one with, maybe Juarez, Eisenbarger, and maybe Doherty when he gets out of the box.
Off the tie-up on the draw. Homestead comes away with it. Fix a shot. Stick save. Rebound. Centering feed. It goes off the side of the net. Rolls behind. Now near side for Brimmer. Pressured by Park. Brimmer comes away with it. Centering feed to Fix. Knocked away by Carter. Into the neutral zone. Fix sends it back down low. Going to be played by Copeland. Leaves it for Nicole. Pressured by Park. Park comes away with it. Centering feed to Fiedler. It's in his skates and rolls out of the zone. Knippen with it now. Sends it far side for Scholl. Scholl has to backtrack with Fix on him. Scholl now goes to the near side. Trying to get it out of the zone. It rolls onto the stick of Fiedler. Fiedler with the shot. That's above the net and wide. Park with it now. Near side boards. Bottom of your screen as it's going to roll to Redmond at the point. It rolls out of the zone. Icing will be waved off. Dakota Carter with it, near side corner. He takes a hit from behind by Byler. As that one rolls to the far side boards near the Homestead bench. Asiala chips it off the boards. Played now by Carter. Carter trying to get it down the ice. Knocked down by Nicole. And they still bow for it. Coming away with it is Carter. Sends it back for Ray. Ray back to Carter. Dakota Carter flips it up towards Serafini. It rolls off his stick and into the Homestead zone where it's gathered in by Asiala, who loses an edge. Here's Serafini, and it rolls off his skate and out of the zone. It's Nicole with it now. Nicole gets poke checked by Ray. And Nicole will get sent sliding into the net from a check on Ray.
I touched on this earlier, but you just saw one of the things that Parker Ray does really good, and that's not really letting guys get around him. He has to chip this puck in Nicole, but Ray stays with him. Nicole anticipates it, which is why he tries to go around the other side and kind of almost ducks down to try and avoid that. It's one of the things that Ray does really well is, not allowing guys to get around him wide and using his body to force guys into a different area of the ice than where the puck is going.
Face-off inside the Leo zone, won by Homestead, but gathered in now by Davis. Dylan Davis into the zone. Off the boards, it'll roll behind the net, going to the far side corner. Tied up now is Elkins. He chips it off the glass, and it's going to be up to Ramos. Or not Ramos, excuse me, that is Juarez. A little bit of an old school roster on there. As it's going to be grabbed now by Logan Robinson. Robinson trying to get inside the zone. Asiala takes it away. Knippen loses it to Elkins. Elkins can't quite get a handle on it. Now he does. Takes a heavy hit from Scholl, though. And we have a penalty coming up to Scholl. Elkins in the corner. Gathered in now by Robinson. And it's going to be a holding call on Scholl.
Yeah, we'll get a look at it here in the replay, but we were talking about Juarez a little bit earlier, and one of the things I just wanted to say is that was a really good shift out of those three right there. They did a good job of applying pressure, were close to getting some scoring chances, and they ended up drawing the penalty as well. So that's what they're going to need to do, is continue to come out with a purpose. I know Juarez has been really good on the penalty kill, but it's about translating it into 5-on-5 right now, and they're going to have a great chance here with this power play.
Off the draw, it's won by Homestead. Here's Byler at the point. Byler a drive, blocked by Ray. Ray picks up the loose puck. Asiala has it now, sends it to the corner, rolls around the far side. Slashing penalty coming up to number 61, Elkins. You will be able to see that one very clearly on your replay here.
Yeah, that is just not the time. You see it right there. Slashes the stick out of that Leo defender, and that just cannot happen. Down 2 goals with a full power play. That is unbelievable. That's just not an experienced play right there. You have this opportunity. You have an offensive team. Your best guys aren't out there right now. You need to just keep it at 5-on-4 while those guys get a quick rest, and they get them out there and try and score. And now they're forced to have to play 4-on-4.
Park throws it off the glass, and it rolls towards the high slot. Now grabbed by Elliott Doherty, who's returned to the ice. Doherty keeps getting stick lift by Redmond, but he maintains possession. Doherty with a shot. That one's wide as he was trying to short side it. Eisenbarger with it now, rolls towards the slot, and it's going to be kept in, but no, it cannot as it bounces out of the line. Henry Doherty couldn't keep it in. Morrell rolls off his stick. Eisenbarger, far side, corner. Centering feed to Byler. Poke checked away by Dakota Carter. Carter with it now. Backhands it looking for Redmond. Made a brief connection, as now it's going to be grabbed by Henry Doherty as he received a pass from his brother Elliott. He's now rolling in the zone and goes for the icing.
Another thing about that penalty, I'm sorry, I'm still thinking about it. It's like that's just such an unnecessary penalty. Like there's no reason that you need to be taking a slash at that guy. Like you're standing in front of the net on a power play. What do you think is going to happen? Like obviously you're going to be taking a couple of shoves. So like the ref is going to be watching that area of the ice. The puck was kind of going through there. So I don't know, man.
Siebert trying to put it to the near side corner. As it's going to be gathered in now by Ray as it rolled into the neutral zone. I thought he might have made a push to keep it in, but he did not. So here's Nicole. Nicole with it now, cuts through the middle, now to the near side. Backhands towards the far side corner. Jeanette is there. Pressure by Logan Robinson. It's out to the point. Here's Asiala. Shot wide of the net, and it rolls to the far side, but picked up by Siebert and comes to the near side. Davis with it now, looking for Robinson, and it bounces off the boards. Icing will be waved off as the Lions are 15 seconds away from having a very, very brief power play. And that one rolls down for an icing. By brief, I mean about 15-second brief.
Yeah, let's take a look at that chance there from Asiala. This is a good shot. There's one issue is there's no traffic in front whatsoever. There's not even like a Leo defender there. So Homestead needs, if the difference between that being a scoring chance and like a higher quality scoring chance is traffic in front of the net. So if Homestead can get to the front of the net and get a screen there, and potentially get a tip, that becomes a high danger scoring chance. That's something we kind of see with the Vipers, who have been really good in that aspect of the game in the first couple of games. They've been really good at getting guys in front of the net. I think, honestly, like all of their goals have come on either 2-on-1s or situations like that.
Homestead officially on the penalty kill right now for 8 seconds. And here comes Leo. Turnover. Here's Eisenbarger, but poked away off his stick by Knippen. Now it's going to be 3-on-1 in favor of Homestead for a second there, as Elkins' slash is now officially killed. Serafini centering feed to Roth as that one sent down the length of the rink for an icing. 6:50 remaining here in the third. Leo still up by 2 thanks to 2 goals from Dylan Davis.
Almost 3. That was a really unlucky bounce there for Homestead off the Zamboni doors, and we've seen that happen probably 3 or 4 times so far this year. Just those bounces coming off of that door and straight out into that middle area of the ice. So it's only a matter of time before some team just gets scored on it that way. That's going to be absolutely brutal. Almost happened to Homestead there, but Leo couldn't quite handle it.
Have to start calling it the Parkview bounce. As it rolls off of Byler's stick into the neutral zone, Siebert trying to get a handle on it. Here's Besh, but Siebert able to get the stick back down and cleared it to the corner. Eisenbarger, center feet to Byler, scores! 5-hole on Morrell. Homestead on the board, thanks to number 21, Aiden Byler, his 2nd of the season.
Nice pass here by Eisenbarger, has his head up. All alone in front of the net there is Byler. That one is about as easy as it would get for Homestead tonight. Just squeaks through the 5-hole Morrell. Good placement there by Byler to bring this game within 1. And, still plenty of time left here for Homestead.
So face-off control by Jeanette. Asiala has in his own defensive zone. Goes far side. Picked up by Carter. Eisenbarger with the assist on the goal, and it's going to be the lone assist as Homestead puts it inside the zone. Carter, far side, here's Jeanette. Keeps inside the zone, sends it down low for Juarez. Pressured by Ray. Amick trying to get it out, cannot. Now that one's towards the point, and stolen. Here comes Davis. Davis beats his man, but Asiala is able to get back and knock it away. Asiala still with possession. Centering to Jeanette, knocked away by Knippen. Along the far side boards. Around the hash marks, it's tied up. Amick and Jeanette in there. Looks like Elkin's coming in there to help Jeanette. As they're still battling for it, it rolls free. Jeanette out to the point. Juarez with it, trying to center it. Stolen. Here comes Leo, tripped up on the play, no call. As is going to be Nicole coming back in. Nicole, there's a circle. Shot, blocked. Ray gets back and pokes it away. Jeanette centering feed. Juarez a chance, and it goes wide. Ray with it now, trying to get it out. Homestead building momentum. Davis knocks it up to Redmond, but it bounces over his stick. Here comes Juarez into the zone. Juarez a shot, blocked by Scholl and goes into the safety netting.
You said it, Brandon. Homestead really starting to turn up the gas here. You see this little pass here from Jeanette to Juarez. A great job of being in front of the net there. Throws that blind backhand pass there. Backhand shot. Had some juice on it, but if he would have maybe tried to go to the opposite side of the goal where Morrell wasn't, I don't think Morrell would have been ready for that one. But a good job nonetheless. They're getting a lot more chances right now.
Face-off won by the Spartans. Doherty's shot rolls to the near side corner. Now it goes far side. Doherty keeps it in. The Doherty brothers playing defense right now. As Eisenbarger, that's Tyler Eisenbarger, keeps it in. Henry Doherty with the shot, and that's a stop by Morrell. So it looks like they moved Elliott back to defense.
Yeah, I would agree with that play, honestly. I think he's going to be just as effective at defense as he would at forward. They have to score, but they also got to prevent. Doherty's been one of their better defensemen for a while, so putting him back there, I like that move. We'll have to see what they do for forwards here on this next shift or two.
J.D. Scott has it inside the neutral zone, goes into the Homestead end, puts it behind the net. Drew Bremer's there. It's going to be stolen by J.D. Scott. He takes a hit there. There's a centering feed to Serafini, but it's picked up by Fix. Eisenbarger poked off his stick, but grabbed it in by Bremer. Drew Bremer gets it into the zone. Taking a look at his options, goes behind the net to the near side. Eisenbarger along the circle, now to the corner, looking to get it around the boards. Roth is there. Carter's there. Bremer trying to come away with it, cannot. Here is Leo. There is a missed check. Ray leads the charge. Ray with a chance. Pad save. Rebound goes to the near side boards. And now we have a penalty coming up to Homestead.
Yeah, just 2 in a row. Not
Elbow.
Very good plays here from Homestead, right? So I was just talking about Doherty. This is not a good play. I think he comes all the way across the ice to try and break this one up, right? So that's Nicole there. This play's coming up okay, so he only goes across the middle. but he's like sliding the wrong way. That's just not a good play. And then Fix, you see, I mean, to me it looks like he's deliberately trying to hit that one a little bit higher. Like, I just don't understand what is going on here. Like, just hit him in the shoulder. Like, Fix is not a small guy, so he doesn't need to be elevating on anybody. If anything, he should be, like, trying to, shoulder down, not up.
Yeah,
but that only happens because he's got to rush back on the back check because of Doherty coming sweeping across the ice. You don't need to really pinch on that one. I mean, you do want to get a goal, but in that situation, I mean, we can take another look at it. I don't know if he had guys back because there's a dispute over at the Leo bench. But no, all three of these Homestead forwards are up. And so, look, he's got no support back there. He's leaving absolutely, it's all on Nicole now to get back. Now, luckily, Fix back check's pretty good, but that's just not a smart pinch in that situation. Yes, you need to try and score, but you still have to pick your spots.
So the shot goes wide. It's going to be far side boards. Great insight by Joe Hacker. As is going to be gathered in by Nicole. That one's out of the zone. Davis with it now. Gets it over the line. Shot along the ice. Easy pad save there for Copeland. It rolls to the corner. Here's Robinson with it now. Goes far side. Looking at his options. Still looking. Goes to Knippen at the point. Back to Robinson. Now it goes down to Amick. Amick. Fanning on the pass, but gets it back. And goes behind the net. That's probably going to be played by Asiala. It is, but it goes to the corner. Robinson has it now. Robinson poked off his stick by Asiala, and it's gloved down by Knippen, but it'll be a hand pass.
Another thing about that last sequence that I didn't even touch on is, they need a goal, and now Fix just takes a penalty. So, that hurts them even more now. Because when this penalty expires, they're going to have
minute 50 something?
Yeah, about a minute 50. So, I mean, they're pretty much right out of that. Going to have to go into full out attack mode. So just not good timing on that the penalty there for Fix.
That one's kept alive at the point by Carter. Centering feed to the slot, but it's going to be cleared by Doherty.
And an unnecessary penalty. Fix is big enough. He probably could have tried to stick check Ray on that play.
And now it's going to be grabbed, by Carter. As my asthma is saying hello here. C.J. Redmond coming into the zone. Redmond making his moves. Backhand along the ice. Save made by Copeland. Parker was there for the rebound. And it's going to be cleared out of the zone, I believe, by Jeanette. Morel behind the net. He's got Juarez pressuring. Siebert is there. And it rolls to the point. Jeanette with it now. Down in the corner, here's Jeanette. Jeanette to Juarez. Juarez shot, save, rebound, just outside the crease. And it's in the slot now. Jeanette falls down. Here's Doherty, a shot. That's blocked by Carter. C.J. Redmond with it now. Off the mad scramble in front of the net. Now here is Jeanette. Jeanette into the zone. Homestead back to full strength. And a glove save made by Morel.
Some good pressure here from Homestead, and this is where they were going to have to do a good job killing a lot of time. They've been great at putting pressure on down in the Homestead zone. So Doherty, if I were him, he gets around that player, so maybe just take that one to the net on his own instead of trying to feed it off to Juarez, who is below the goal line at that point.
So we have a timeout called by Leo. We'll take a quick break here on SummitCitySports.com.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
And so we are back at the Parkview Sport One Ice House, as we get set for the continuation of the third period here. Got a minute 47 on the clock, a 2-1 lead in favor of Leo. Copeland inching his way towards the bench. He's about at the hash marks here as I'm kicking my own headset off here.
I'm sure if they win this face-off back to their D, they might try and pull him.
It's going to be controlled by Amick. Amick throws it down low. That one rolls under the stick of Copeland. Davis there with it now. Goes behind the net. Besh with possession. And it's going to be gathered in by Eisenbarger. And Copeland is coming into the bench. Empty net now for the Spartans. It's going to be at the point. Asiala with it. Davis can't quite gather it in. And that one rolls into the netting. So what do you think? Do you think they're going to make the selfless play to give it to Davis for the Hattie, if they can?
I don't know if he's going to be out there. I mean, he is still just a freshman. So
yeah, it looks like they're changing the line now.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm more interested to see if Homestead, Byler is out there right now with Juarez and Eisenbarger. I'm interested to see if they try and stack another forward out there. It doesn't look like Doherty's out there at the moment.
Face-off win goes right between the defenseman and out of the zone. Asiala's there. Goes off the board. Stolen by Park. Park to the empty net. Glove save by Asiala. Asiala playing goaltender right there, making the glove save as we have 1 minute remaining here in the third period. That one trying to get out of the zone. Blocked in front. Coming away with it, Redmond towards the empty net. Blocked in front as well. Ray with it now. He loses an edge. And now it's grabbed by Juarez. Juarez looking for Eisenbarger. And it rolls on net, covered by Morrell. Please tell me you got that glove save by Asiala.
Absolutely. Asiala kind of bails himself out here, throws it right up to Park, and he does a good job recovering. You see him just knock it away there with his glove. And now Leo.
Homestead timeout.
Oh, all right, well.
So we'll take a break here again on SummitCitySports.com. We'll be right back. Back at the Parkview Sport One Ice House. Homestead still in this, down by a goal from the glove save of Asiala. So now a face-off won by Leo. They go for the empty net. Scores! Amick gets the goal. And it's 3-1 Homestead. 3-1 Leo.
Well, that one's going to put the game on ice for the Lions. Coming up with a big upset. We're starting to see plenty of those here in the Fort Wayne High School Hockey League. Another surprising upset at Homestead. It looks like they're going to have to do some soul searching here before Wednesday.
Shot from the point goes wide. Robinson will get the lone assist on the Amick goal that made it 3-1. As that should wrap it up here with 10 seconds remaining in the third period. With 5 on the clock, it rolls to the near side corner. And the Leo Lions get the victory over Homestead, 3-1 final. So Leo gets in the W column.
Yeah, good win for them. So they're definitely having a good showing here early in the season. But, like I said, I think the more concerning thing out of this game is, Homestead needing to figure out what's going on, because that's arguably 2 upsets for them. So they got to get it together here. Maybe just a little bit of getting tired playing a bunch of hockey, but they're going to have to regroup, and they'll have a shot to come back and get their revenge on Wednesday night against the same team.
That's exactly it. Is the same teams are going to play each other again on Wednesday. So that will pretty much do it for us here. Take a recap here of the 3 goals here in the third before we head out. Homestead was on the board finally due to a goal from number 21, Aiden Byler picked up the goal at the 6:29 mark, and then Aaron Amick sealed it at the 35-second mark remaining in the third. Off an assist from Robinson. Penalties was Brady Scholl with a hold at 9:32. And then it was Gavin, I believe, Elkins, slash at 9:07. And then Fix again with the elbow at 3:52. So that does it here for us. Leo gets the upset once again, 3-1 over Homestead. We thank you for tuning in here on Summit City Sports, and we hope you might stick